All right. I can hear me now.
I can hear you too.
All right, we're here. It is the Dutch Hall's 420th episode, and we are in the Dutch Hall. We have got a great myth to dispel right off the hop here. It is long been considered that Johnny Renton and Derek the Beaver Van Houten are the same person, because never in Live from the Dutch Hall history have the two been seen in the same room. And here tonight, maybe this is the magic of television. Maybe this is a split screen in the middle of my face.
We can do that now.
Yeah, because we are tech savvy here at the Dutch Hall. Mm-hmm. Or maybe they're not the same person and they're both here tonight for the first time ever, and it's historic. And so to celebrate our 420th episode, because I am a hack, I will use the number 420 to do all things 420 and try to get these two friends of mine baked as fuck tonight. And you know, Johnny, let's get this show on the road, but there's only one way to do it.
Let's hit it. Are those filters? Nice.
All right, everybody.
There it is.
Okay, yeah. There you go, yeah. This is why I set it up this way. It's so that if I get you baked, then if you miss like a feedback stinger,
You still hit it.
yeah, then I can go over there and save you, you know? Like it's a team effort.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, because what I plan to do, Johnny, is I've noticed since we started this show that you've been a very talented person behind the desk as our director. So today I'm going to try to debilitate all your abilities with weed, right? Anyways, I
He's
didn't
going to try and trick you.
Yeah, I didn't introduce our cast for today.
Well, let's put it up for the host of the show.
What?
And two-time President's Club Award winner, Pete Van Dyke.
Hey. Thank you, Beaver.
That's the first time I ever did that.
Yeah. Oh,
Sorry, second time.
I'm washing in that.
I love the smell of that.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we're happy to be back here at the Dutch Hall, and let's introduce the rest of the people. To my immediate left, he is he's not a weed smoker, but
every now and then. I used to be a big weed smoker,
but you don't do it very often.
Well, I took a time out for a while because my wife did.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought I'd join the, your wife does something. You support and lead by example.
Whatever you can do to get laid. Ladies and gentlemen, Derek the Beaver Van Houten.
Yeah, buddy. I'm here. God, that smells so good.
Wait.
There it is. That's the Dustin Pettit caw.
Returning to the hall after so much of his time on television sets and
big hiatus.
Not actual television sets, but like the set of you're filming a TV show. You know, he's not just sitting on television sets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's not.
But
sitting
he's
in
also
one of those
sometimes he's telling jokes. Ladies and gentlemen, he's back. He's not the Beaver. He's Johnny Renton, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and Beaver will give you a plug.
Yeah. Johnny, the first person ever to downplay yourself on an introduction like that.
Oh, you missed the whole Kevin. When Kevin used to do it to himself all the time.
Oh, really?
Such low self-esteem. Yeah.
Yeah, we got to pump you guys up.
Yeah, it's something that comes over time, but he has been absent from the hall for a number of weeks, and therefore I think it was well deserved tonight,
Yeah,
Johnny.
I think so.
Yeah.
You have to earn. You have to earn that back.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pete has mutilated cast members of this podcast for being away as long as you did. So
Yeah, but that after everyone left me because of it,
Yeah.
and then I had the pandemic to think about my actions and the harm it's had on my relationships with others in my life. Then I've chosen not to do that anymore.
Oh, okay.
Like purposefully,
Yeah.
like really lambaste people for not supporting my selfish endeavors. You know, no, but I didn't mean it then either. Really, to be honest. I was only like thinking of ways to give people shit because I thought it was an easy way to tell jokes. Eh? Yeah, I think we should have a little stand for me, Beef. Is that what you're thinking? Yeah, it's not
you're
bad.
looking like you're gonna roll a joint. So I want to see if I can contribute to your
joint rolling ability.
Yeah,
Yeah, but if I squish over right here, and then I put this in, I can probably talk into it still,
yeah.
and then do a little rolly.
When you're leaning forward, you can still.
All right, I'll do this.
I got it maxed out, so
I just want to do it like this. There we go. It's like, all right, there we go.
oh.
Perfect. So there's two things that we have to do before I get too baked on this show. Now, number one, we have a number of products here. We have the flower, which I have a sativa and indica. I got a couple different pre-rolls, also sativa and indica. And I have a bunch of the weed drinks.
You got some liqueurs here for us.
Yeah, which can help yourself too. If you just want to try a little bit, just pour it in a glass and try it.
Pete, I was telling you, we got these people that make these. They're like Trekkies. They got quite the names for these things.
What's that one called? The green one.
Lyman Splashdown. Someone like right out of Star Wars here. Ginger Ale Galaxy.
Oh, yes.
The Grape Unknown.
I had that earlier.
Yeah. And then we've got
Deep space.
Deep Space.
Oh, deep space.
It's like, well, they looked at it, black can, black hole, deep space, you know.
Let's think of a setup for deep space. What do they call? Uhura's cunt.
Over his gun.
No. I was just improvising it.
Yeah.
So we have all those to choose from. I did have one edible and a number of joints throughout the day.
Yeah, we dabbled.
Try one of
into it.
those cigarette things too if you want, because those are kind of nice. Those are kind of. Have you ever seen those?
Yeah, the pre-rolls. Yeah.
And they're like little smokes.
Yeah, they're little cigarettes. I have seen them.
I like those better than like the ones that look like
They're like
little joints.
and
Yeah,
they're
little cones.
rolled like the old, the 100s cigarettes.
Yeah,
like, Like back in the day,
like
you call
Virginia Slims.
them, you call them bitch sticks.
like the bit sticks. Yeah.
Yeah.
They are like bit sticks, but at least I do like. I just like that they come in a little pack like that, and you can.
Yeah.
And it keeps me from smoking a whole joint all the time.
Well, and they're rolled to the personal amount. Like you don't need a cacker. My wife,
I know, but I always do hawk back the whole thing.
my wife loves rolling cackers, but
There you go. You want that one, Beaver?
there's one right there.
You can have the green light,
Green light on that one.
and then
Honestly, I
Which one's which
I-
for these?
that one is indica. That one's sativa.
Okay.
Pete, I'm not gonna lie, I missed growing pot this year. I really did.
Oh yeah.
I missed it.
Did you grow any in your garden at all?
No,
Nothing
I
at all?
didn't. It was honestly, it's so much
Light
fun.
it up.
It's so much fun growing pot. Like it's the funnest thing.
Mm.
Watching it grow.
I do love it too. I've grown weed for probably, I don't know, 5 years in my garden now. And each year I get better,
Mhm.
but I'm still shit at it.
Yeah, but
hard.
that's the life of farming.
Yeah.
It is really the philosophy of farming.
Yeah. Is that you hopefully learn your lessons,
Let's hope next year's better.
and then next year's always better.
Yeah.
Always better.
Always. We always hope that next year.
Yeah.
Farmers live on hope.
Yeah, there's one thing about farmers is that the best year is always next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No matter what happens.
Yeah, eternally that way.
That smells pretty good, actually.
Yeah, look, and you know what? I don't think this is going to show up on the camera, but it is the smoke billowing through here.
Yeah.
It's a nice haze.
That is nice, man.
Oh yeah.
I miss this kind of like smoke billowing haze that used to be in every like comedy club.
Okay.
Like when I was like 18 or 19 and I went to my first comedy club, 18. Oh, it was maybe even younger. But it was like this, like thick smoke. You could barely see the guy on stage through all the cigarette smoke, you
That's
know?
awesome.
But it was like the atmosphere because there's a tiny room, you know, and it's full of smoke. And
Well, it makes me feel like high school all over again when you're sitting around a table full of buddies. Everybody's got a joint lit in their hand and the fucking room is just cranked,
Yeah.
you know?
yeah, I know. I've been in very many of those rooms, and some of it has been this room. A lot of it.
A lot of it, yeah. I've had a lot of high times here.
Yeah, we've had a couple greenouts. Oh, by the way, I didn't finish my sentence. It's already started the weed, but there's two things we got to get away before I get too stoned. A, commercials. We have to do commercials because I always do them at the end, and no one listens at the end or whatever.
Our sponsors are getting frustrated.
Yes. Clean Flow has given us money, and we need to give them the props that they deserve. You need to bust a nut? Put some goo on it, some honey goo from Clean Flow.
Exactly.
Right?
Lube her up.
Yeah. Is that the official slogan now from them?
Yeah, we wrote it.
Yeah, we wrote it. I came up with it.
Yeah, Beer wrote it.
And, you know, we can continue on the slogans, though. You know.
So actually go to KLEENFLO.com and check out all Clean Flow's great products, and legitimately they're good products.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is not a sex lube. It's not none of that
it's
nature.
for
It is
automotive and farm equipment.
It is for literally busting a nut.
Yeah, what do you think? Something dirty? The problem's on you, not me and Beaver. I'll tell you that.
Exactly, because if you go spray some,
Oh no, you want to switch it?
if you go spray some,
Hey, it's COVID season.
Yeah.
if you go spray some Clean Flow products on your nutsack, that's not our problem.
No, but don't knock it till you try it, B.
Yeah, maybe it could be a good lubricant.
You never know.
Go for a nice body slide.
It is petroleum
Until it starts
based.
bubbling.
yes.
And also Patreon. I was going to show you guys before the show, but I'll show you after. Because I know you're not Patreon supporters, but you are supporters of our program. And because you are part of the show, you get to see the Patreon special, what do you call it? When I give them special
Like unveiling?
material.
Oh yeah.
I put out a new video for our Patreon supporters yesterday. And it was which is just no supporter.
Oh.
It's just one. It's Jen. It's
our
Yeah, I was hoping we had doubled that, but
and also Jen actually sent us a message right back because the video is just for her. But it was of the second puke on the Dutch Hall.
Oh,
The second time someone vomited.
who was that?
I don't know if I should say because I don't want to embarrass her any more than she.
Oh, is it her? Okay.
It was
nice.
both times. There's 2 vomits on the Dutch Hall in history. One was during the whiskey contest.
Yeah, understand. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah. That was the person almost saved it too.
Oh, that I can say. That was Tara and Tara, right? Tara. Sorry, that was Tara, and she put in a good effort and deserved that, right?
Yeah.
And that was the setup for that, and it was hilarious. It was the audio era. Spaghetti came out of her nose. If it was video, we would have been famous by now.
yeah,
But,
that would have went viral.
Yeah.
The second one was another girl came in. She was a fan of the show. She wanted to sing with the band. But when she came in, she had too much to drink and she wasn't the greatest singer. So we had to go to plan B because she was too drunk to sing. She drank to get the courage to sing, and then she was too drunk to sing. And then the show went like about an hour and a half because I know I had to edit this. And then I look in... And then I'm doing this game, Bang, Marry, Kill. I say Bang, Marry, Kill. It was like Putin, Trudeau, and Trump.
Yeah.
Putin, Trudeau,
remember
Trump.
that.
And I remember I said, okay, it's your turn. And she's like out, like on the bar. She's like kind of passed out. So I like yell her name and then she wakes up and then it's like 3 pumps, like 2 pumps. It's like like she holds her lips and like does the chipmunk cheeks and then it kind of goes back down and then it comes back up again. She does the chipmunk cheeks again and then maybe downs it again. But then third time she just buries her head under the bar. You can't see it come out of her mouth or anything. It's very tastefully shot.
Oh, okay.
You know? And then she vomits on underneath Shazma's feet.
Oh God.
Yeah. And my brother's trapped in the corner, so it's like my brother, then her, then Shazma. And then underneath of them is a lake of vomit.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, she just goes back up and sits at the bar like nothing happened. She doesn't even acknowledge it. She just vomited all over the ground.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then I said, I think that's the end of the show. So that video's
the cue.
Yeah.
that video's available to our Patreon supporters, along with the hot tub video that's forbidden, and the mustache video's up there, I think. But anyways, it's that's for Patreon. Go to patreon.com/Dutch Hall and become Dutch Hall royalty and join our queen. Sweet.
Hey, well, that's a good sativa.
Yeah. It's a little grungy,
It's
though.
fresh.
It's a little hard.
It's got a bite
A
on
little
it.
bit.
I think it's called sugar bush or something.
Yeah, sugar bush, but
Yeah, sugar bush.
but it's got a bite to it, like it's it's got that indica quality,
Yeah.
characteristic. Sorry,
Yeah.
like usually sativas, you just fucking
I like this stuff, whatever this one is. This is an indica, but I like the way it smells and smokes. It's called
no, that came out of here, I think,
Golden Ghost.
didn't it?
Yeah, that joint there. Yeah.
Yeah, that came out of here.
This one did?
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, I thought you meant that one, the one I rolled.
when you rolled, came out of the container.
Came out of that one.
Yeah,
I'm saying,
sure.
yeah. I thought that's the one you were talking about.
Yeah,
Man, I was saying that I bought this one as well with
Oh,
that. And
sorry.
I've had this one before and it's pretty good. Like it tastes good, but it's a little bit. That's for the end of the show.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. You're usually the end of the show, kind of crank them up.
Indica puts you to sleep a little bit because
Yeah.
it's a tendency. Then if we smoke too much of the indica right off the hop,
We might only make a half hour.
we'll make a half hour. Yeah,
Yeah.
or it'll be like silence for like most of the show. It'll just be silence. That's what my brother said when he smoked a lot of weed when he was in high school and stuff. And then I would be telling him stories about me and my friends.
Almost got it.
And he'd be like, how, I don't even know if that's real beef. The drugs are just kicking in, man. And then, so what was I saying?
About your brother.
Oh, yeah. He said, how come every time you talk about going out with your friends, you talk about some crazy story, some fucking wild thing that happened? And, all that happens when I get with my friends, we just sit on a couch and stare at our hands, you know? And I'm like, because you guys are smoking weed all the time and I'm drinking, you know, or just not. Actually, I wasn't even drinking. It was before I even drank. It was just, we were just fucking had nothing else to do. So we just fucking went and did crazy shit. It was fun, though.
Yeah.
Just yelling at strangers through the window of your car when you drive by.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. All harmless stuff.
I was going to say, Pete, you are developing some real Elvis-like sideburns there,
You know what?
and I'm liking it.
I have a feeling, I'm not sure, but my wife was an avid listener of the show forever. She listened to every episode, and then I think she's gotten away from it. And but she does listen to the live stream sometimes. She checks in. Like we don't know.
We don't know when.
But I think she's looking to see when it's okay to bring out the Dutch Hall meat tray, right? So she watches near the end when she knows the show's wrapping up, you know?
Yeah.
But right now, I don't think she is.
No, I'll gladly go for a meat tray anytime, though.
Yeah. So I think I can tell you. What were you just saying?
How about your sideburns?
Oh, sideburns.
Yeah, which had
kinda-
nothing to do with what you just said.
No, it does. It does because my wife's not listening to this part
Oh,
right now, I don't think. And it's kind of an experiment that I can't believe she has not said anything about that
oh,
yet.
she hasn't.
Not a word. And I keep making them bushier and longer. And she's not said a thing about them. She just like lets them keep doing their thing. And they're all gray and stuff. And like other than that, I look like a lot younger. This is making me look older. Like it's having an opposite effect of what most people would want.
I would say you got kind of a Billy Bob Thornton look going on.
Oh, well, it is kind of going all beardy now. Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know how people
Are taking it?
like how people see me. I had this one guy. I don't know if I said this on the show already, but he saw my sideburns. We were at the Donnybrook Fair, watching some bands play, and the guy comes up beside me and says, "Sideburns, eh, Pete?" He goes, "I wish I could grow sideburns." But like, I have to wait till I don't work anymore before I can look ridiculous. Is what he
I
said.
was really worried about his professional.
Yeah, because he's a
outlook.
professional engineer. Because he's an engineer, like he didn't think he could. But he said I look ridiculous, didn't he?
Pretty much, yeah. That's why I was laughing. Like,
Yeah, like didn't he just call me ridiculous looking?
Yeah, but didn't Charters used to just shave however he wanted and still go into work?
Yeah, but Charles has got balls. That's what. And his was an experiment too with his job. He just kept saying, "How many like ridiculous looks can I go in with before they say like, buddy, you gotta
Like he's done like Hulk Hogan's bars. He's done
everything.
He's done Zorro.
He went long hair, like short hair, like really hipstery, like sculpted hair,
Oh, I'm just talking the beards that he's had.
and then like mustache, beard, like what he calls a beard, like a Wolfman beard, which you're like that's even worse, right?
Yeah.
Like a Wolfman beard. By the way, Johnny has glasses. They're like the most prominent thing on his face. I don't know how Kevin and I missed it. And it's like,
That was so funny on Monday when you came up and told me that too.
yeah.
Yeah, like fuck, you do have glasses.
That's the last thing he said when he mentioned your name the last time.
Yeah.
Couldn't remember if you had glasses or not.
Yeah,
When
because
he's trying to describe you.
like I met him a lot of times. It was the same thing. I didn't know if Steve wore glasses, and then he's like, I saw him in a picture without glasses, and I was like, what's different about you? He goes, I'm not wearing glasses. And I go, you wear glasses? He goes, I'm wearing glasses right now. Yeah, but he didn't.
Which Steve you talking about?
The reluctant
German?
German.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's already forgotten about.
Yeah, I couldn't. No, but I
Distant past.
yeah,
Rest in peace, Nocturnal Emissions.
yeah. R.I.P.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Steve. I haven't talked to him in a long time.
Maybe he's
Not on
maybe-
purpose. Not
no.
on purpose.
No,
but
maybe he still listens to the show.
maybe. I would like that.
I hope
I'd still
so.
like to see Steve come in someday. Hopefully it will happen. But I haven't seen him in a bit. The other thing I had to talk about
Mhm.
before I forget is I wanted it because I left it as a tease for Johnny before the show.
Number 2.
Is there's this thing I talked about and I wrote it on the board so I didn't forget, but then I flipped the board around. But it said Johnny gets tortured. That was for me to remind me to talk about Johnny getting tortured because I believe I witnessed Johnny getting tortured. On Monday night, Johnny's running a new show at the Flamingo.
Lazy Flamingo
in Hess Village in Hamilton
Okay.
on Monday nights. If anyone's in Hamilton, go to Hess Village and go watch Johnny's new show on Monday nights. You got something better to do? No, you don't.
Nobody does
You're
on a
kidding
Monday.
On a
yourself.
Monday, yeah.
Yeah, get some friends together, make your own good time out of it. Anyways, I went to the inaugural one. Johnny was nice enough to ask me to be on the show, and when I was there, I witnessed this young lady who works at the comedy club, who's a waitress there and is very attractive, and she came to support Johnny's show, right? And she kept telling Johnny that a lot of people do shows, right? But she doesn't go to them.
Yeah.
She goes to Johnny's show because she loves Johnny.
Yep.
And then she gave you warm embrace after warm embrace, right?
There was quite a few, yeah.
My God.
I'm liking the start of this conversation.
Yeah.
Now, Johnny.
She's Team Johnny.
Yeah, but this is does she feel safe around you to be able to throw herself so forwardly at you? Or is she trying to lure you into her web? Or is she like, is there a chance that you're going to be romantically linked to this girl who's tremendously out of your league? Or is this a platonic thing? I don't know.
I don't either, but anything's possible, I guess.
He's still doing the math on that one.
Yeah.
But you're going, if it's just the thing that she's just like, thinks you're a sweet guy, and then she's draping her sexiness all over you like that. That's the torture as
Yeah,
well.
that's not fair.
Yeah.
Right? And, like, that's the torture. I mean, if there's no payoff ever from that, then
Yeah.
she's been like being cruel to you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It seems very nice way to be cruel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it still.
Yeah, it's the nicest
The
thing
nicest
you can do
thing you could do to somebody.
to be cruel is what she's doing, but it's still kind of like I
don't know.
to do so much more.
Yeah.
is that unfair? I wonder if she watches the show. She's actually might be on one. She might be on the Levity one.
Yeah. If
what
she's still
Patrick
around.
Yeah.
Moving away soon, so.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Oh.
You got to make a last ditch effort, Johnny.
Because you have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
oh, this is even better.
The plot thickens.
Exactly. Yeah.
You're like, how much do you love Johnny? This is your time to prove it. Now or never, lady.
No, now we need to figure out, Pete, is how he should, if there is a last ditch effort, how he should do it. Should it be dramatic or should it be eased into? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, as in,
I have no moves. I have no advice.
no moves.
I have no advice to
no,
give.
I don't have any advice either.
Yeah.
But
it's been some years for me.
But yeah, maybe we don't. Your moves are old, Beaver. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. This would be my best guess of a move to do. It would be like, before you leave, you want me to give you some Johnny to remember you by in your pussy?
So that's one extreme. That's one extreme.
Oh, wait.
Now you can go the total opposite and go old school, right? And Pete, you know what I mean by this. Go old school as in, if you show up with flowers say one thing and one thing only, Pete. Eh? One thing, I'm saying this is a last ditch effort and you're going the nice guy, old school.
Yeah. I think but that's how you get your heart broken.
Okay, I know. That's just the old school.
And it costs money.
Yeah. Now, have you been out? Have you like had dinner with this chick?
Yeah.
Oh, like has it been like a group setting or just
both?
Okay. So
you're an actual like you've gone out one-on-one to dinner with her?
That's a big deal.
Or is like
just grabbing dinner after drinking. And
we're not talking McDonald's.
Yeah.
No, not McDonald's.
Yeah.
But you're legit friends.
Yeah.
Legit friends.
Yeah.
That's the pickle.
Exactly.
Oh, then he could really throw a cliffhanger
if he
into
makes
this.
a move
it's all in.
And she doesn't want that, then he's ruined a good friendship because she's a nice girl too, right?
Yeah.
And because she seems like a nice girl. I don't want to be saying anything bad about her. She's like, like honestly, she probably thinks I don't like her because I've never spoken to her once because I can't. I don't know how to talk to young pretty girls. I don't know how to do it because I think that I'm going to come across creepy no matter what I say.
Yeah.
You know, like the fact that I shouldn't even be allowed in the room with you. I shouldn't be able to look at you because it's too hot and too inappropriate for me to think is hot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I think about.
Okay, here's a question. Have you thought to tell her to, hey, you shouldn't be moving. You should stick around. You got a good thing going here.
Yeah.
I know that's a fucking old school thing too.
That is. But also, like, I know she got better things where she.
Oh, okay. So then you're serious.
Yeah.
Do you want me to tell you a story what I did with Lindsay from the club that is way outside of my character?
What is it?
She wears those leather pants.
Yeah.
Well, we were talking about those leather pants one time. It was like me, Joe, and AJ.
Oh yeah, I remember when you guys were all there.
Yeah, and then
that was only like a month or two ago, right?
Yeah, it was when I was middling on the weekend.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "These aren't leather pants; they're just tights," she says. Mm-hmm. And we're like, "What?" Because they look like leather pants, right?
Yeah.
And then she stretches them out and she's, "Go on, feel them. Like it's just tights, right?" And the other two guys back away, like it was like poison. Like we'll never get booked again.
Yeah.
Right. And I was just so curious that I grabbed the material. I never touched her leg. I promise I never touched her leg. Right? But I just touched the material. But that was still like...
So, Pete, you've never said a word?
Don't tell Patrick.
Yeah,
Don't tell
he
Patrick.
just texted me. He's watching live.
Don't tell Patrick.
Yeah.
I'll never be booked again.
Yeah.
But I did touch the material, and I think out of the three of us, I would be the last one expected to touch.
Yeah, I feel like it would have went like Joe and then AJ and then you.
Yeah, Joe was walking on eggshells already at that point.
Yeah.
Because he said enough bad things.
So you've never said a word to this woman and you were feeling up her pants?
That was a different girl.
Oh.
That's the club owner's wife.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
but not the club owner, the club manager's wife.
Yeah, I can see that then.
Yeah.
I missed that whole part.
And she kind of manages the club too. Yeah, like they're a team kind of. And and she's super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's great.
I thought we were still on...
I know I was like
we were still on Johnny's woman.
No, I was saying how that I don't know how to talk to Johnny's woman because...
Johnny's
because she's
we've already set the standard for you. You got a fucking work to do here.
It took me years to talk to Lindsay, years, and then when I finally did, I ended up somehow agreeing that I like cross country skiing.
Yeah.
because I just blindly agreed because I was so panicked to be talking to a girl that was pretty, you know?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, and then I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes, I like that too. I like everything you say. I'm agreeable, you know? Like, I don't know.
I think cross country skiing is something you wouldn't want to get called out on accidentally agreeing to. Like, yeah, I wouldn't
No,
want to be like, all right, now I got to fucking go cross country skiing.
To be honest, I think I didn't lie. I think
Skiing.
I think she said she wanted to get into cross country skiing or something. I'm like, I remember liking that when I was in high school, you know?
Oh, okay.
So maybe I said, like I think I like cross country skiing. I bet you there's lots of cool trails around where I live because we live,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, but we had a whole
But I
episode on
never
that.
did it.
You're not lying
in,
at
like,
all.
It's been like 30 years since I've done it, you know?
Oh,
Like,
okay. Yep.
and I had to for gym class, you know? Like it was not a,
Yeah, but didn't you say on an episode one time you did it on the farm too? Back in the day?
no, we skated on puddles.
Skate on puddles, yeah.
And
Never read
sometimes
that.
we could skate quite a ways because our fields would really flood, and then when it would freeze over, it'd be great.
Your brother could be head of like pond hockey society if there was one.
Oh yeah,
Like he would love to be the manager if there was a board of directors for pond hockey.
Oh, you'd have to put Benny on there. My cousin Ben on
Benny
there.
too.
Because he invented the Zambeni.
Yeah, Zambeni.
Sam Benny.
Yeah.
Well, his version of it, yeah.
Oh, who invented the original Zambeni?
Well, I think there's a lot of versions of that.
Yeah, it's just basically a baggie dragged
The
behind
baggie thing,
a
I get-
hose.
You know what's funny? I assisted on that one. You know why? Guess
What?
whose baggies they were?
Were they yours?
Never mind.
Yeah, because basically a bag, you flood the ice, but then you drag the baggie, which a baggie was like a, was it leather?
Well, it's like a leather,
And that you'd
a rough
wrap,
leather.
you'd wrap around the tobacco, like just to like bring it in, and then there would be like a rubber hook or whatever you would hook across it. Anyways,
But it's a perfect
but if
Zam.
you hook it behind it, it's just this big long leather thing that just like smooths out your ice,
Oh,
so
okay.
you don't have rough ice. It works like a charm.
Yeah, it was a good call, and no one's done it since that. So it is a Benny like original situation. Yeah,
I thought Kyle did a version of the same.
yeah,
thing.
he did his own version. I think they had a like t-shirts or rags or something like that. Kind
Oh
of thing.
yeah, same sort of idea.
Same idea though, but like the baggie would always stay wet.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
remember, have you ever been hit by someone a family member mad at you and they whipped a wet leather baggie at you?
it's heavy.
It fucking hurts.
Yeah, especially if you get the hook at you.
Yeah, I guess you get the hook at you.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking it's a weapon.
Yeah. That's funny. That's
Like if-
funny
like if
because
there's
that's
no
a very specific kind of like sibling fight
Oh yeah,
of only tobacco farmer kids.
tobacco
It's like breaking a tobacco slat over you, getting a tobacco slat broken over you. Like it's happened to me a million times. Mostly my brother, but sometimes my parents. I'm not gonna lie. But tobacco slats, we went through. Especially if you had one, you know what it is? A tobacco slat. It's just like the stick that they would put the tobacco on,
and hang in the kill.
and then
Oh,
hang it in
yeah,
the
yeah.
kiln,
Yeah.
like old. And so like they would just every once in a while they would crack. There'd be a knot in it, and it would break
Yeah.
or whatever.
It's a 1x2.
So sometimes you'd get one that was like you knew it was going to break real easy. It was just about to break. You couldn't hang another bunch of
No.
tobacco on it, so you just take it and just whack your brother across the back with it or whatever to bust it.
See, we never had stick. we never had to deal with stick kills, so I don't know that situation. We've only filled one stick kill. in my
I
life.
used to do karate stuff all the time. I would find all the weak ones and just be like, hiya, hiya, as a little kid. And then you just busted them like Bruce Lee. But I love busting them over my brother.
Yeah.
It was kind of like having a breakaway chair, like you knew it didn't hurt, but every once in a while you got one, I thought that would break easier.
Yeah.
But back to the pond thing. Your brother one winter, he had fucking 2 ponds going. He had his pond and he had my pond.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And your brother came up with a genius way of cleaning the ice. Because he kept saying how rough it was, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, you're using cold water. I'm like, then I assisted in this one as well. We were standing right in front of my garage out my garage at this point, looking at his house. I'm like, man, your fucking hot tub's sitting right there. I'm like, just fucking heat the hot tub up and put a pump in the fucking hot tub and drain the hot tub onto the pond.
Ah,
And he did that fucking dynamite move.
Yeah, how much snow can be on it when you do that? You still got to like snow blow it, and then you just like
Yeah,
dump your hot tub onto it.
Yeah. But you got to have a hot tub that's close to the pond, right? He just so happens to have one.
And enough, yeah, he can figure out the hose thing. Yeah, and it's perfect. Slope right down
Slope
to
right
it.
down. You just grab
Just siphon hose.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that is pretty cool.
It'd be expensive because you're heating up cold water every couple hours.
Another tobacco farmer trick is to heat your swimming pool with a steamer.
Yeah, which your brother does.
Yeah,
Or did.
Yeah, which was what we did as kid when we were kids too. We had like a 4 foot above ground, like one of those like
Oh, everybody had those, right, on the farm.
yeah, until it collapses.
Yeah.
you get to be in it until it collapses, and then so anyways, we would heat that. My dad came with a bunch of ways. One time at our old farm, we put it in front of the greenhouse. And then he would run the circulation water through the greenhouse
Really?
to warm it up, and then it would come back through. That was pretty smart.
Takes some work
Yeah.
and some plumbing.
Yeah, it's plumbing work.
It's not a bad idea, though.
Yeah.
Greenhouse is a gazillion degrees.
Yeah, so he's just like, I'll heat the water up that way. So it worked pretty good. But then he came up with the steamer, and then it was just like, oh, it was a hot tub. It was nice.
Instantly.
Instant hot
You got to
tub.
like take it out because you can only run it so long.
Yeah, and I don't think it's great for the liner.
I don't think so either. A
Yeah.
steaming hot pile, a 2-inch hose blasting because you couldn't touch it.
Yeah.
So
and
it's just sticking in the corner, probably
It's
just
just-
melting the fucking.
yeah, exactly. Did you ever make eggs and stuff when you would steam a greenhouse?
The reason why I didn't, we had fucking tarp. We didn't have pans.
You didn't have steam pans.
We had tarp. So we had like 8 foot by 30 foot piece of tarp, and then it was piping. We just dropped down a 2-inch pipe, drop down to hold the sides, and then chain on the ends and stick the hose in, the steam hose in.
Yeah. Do you know what we're talking about?
Kinda.
And then the scariest part was always racing, or like when the bubble was chasing you.
The bubble?
Oh yeah, well, because when you turn it off,
Yeah.
those tarps were like when you turn it on, the tarps turn into like a fucking
like a
canopy,
tent,
like
yeah.
a tent. And then when you turn it off, there's that one section that is still got a bubble and it's running through, and you got to get the chain off in time or the pipe off
Oh yeah.
because and your dad's screaming at you to keep going because the next tarp's ready.
How long would you have to?
Hour and a half,
Oh, same with so close to steam pans.
close to steam pans.
Oh, yes.
My dad was just impatient, so he
So let's just explain to anyone that's not from a
sterilizing the dirt.
sterilizing the dirt of a greenhouse for your little baby tobacco plants, and then when I was a kid, what we would have to do is like fork. You have to fork the muck
That was always the first
in
job
the
ever.
greenhouse. You got to fork it.
Sucked.
And then you got to every hour move the pans and then put a big steam hose into it. And then it would they're like 4x8 pans, right? Or something.
Yeah.
And then you'd like stomp them into the dirt and then you put the steam hose in and it would just steam that dirt. And then you would pick it up and move it to the next part. And you do that to sterilize the dirt. Before
The first job ever was always forking when you were a kid.
yeah.
And it sucked. And
So, like,
I'd always go to my cousin's, and he's got this rototiller.
Oh, to do his
And
forking?
and I'm like, Dad, what are we doing? He's like, that's a you problem, not a me problem. He's like, we are not doing anything. You are gonna fork.
Try this, Peter.
Yeah, buddy. You got a different one?
Yeah, this one, here, I'll pour some. You got that one? Can I pour some of that?
What is it?
This is like a ginger ale.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is the Galaxy Ginger Ale Galaxy.
Galaxy ginger ale. I like it.
That's not
That
bad.
would go good with whiskey.
I got more.
I wouldn't want to know what it like the end of the night would be like because you'd be about 6 cans of that deep.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I said I don't hear many people drinking like the weed drinks with whiskey and stuff.
No, I don't
But
know.
it's only a
Be a
matter
good
of time.
experiment.
Yeah, I don't see why it wouldn't work because like I still like would drink and hey, that's your hat, Beef from Clean.
Is
Flow?
that mine?
Yeah, that's your hat.
Oh, they heard me say I was looking for
Yeah,
merchandise.
Johnny. Clean Flow hat
Oh,
for you
nice.
if you want one.
Awesome.
You can't barely see it. It's camouflage.
Yeah, I did throw a jab at him that one time. I was like, oh, there's a lot of cool clean flow stuff here. Let's see what else you got.
I have a sneaking suspicion there might be some more stuff coming.
It's Christmas coming.
Yeah, and he wants me to do some video editing for him, so I think he usually gives some presents at the same
Hook
time.
me up with something good.
I'll do my best. I'll do my best. I'll do my very, very best. I'll tell you who
I'll go for a nice
all
lighter.
my treats are going to go to. Anything we get from Clean Flow will go to our queen. It will go to Beaver, Kevin, Johnny, and Pete. And any super fans that we deem worthy, like Emil or Lori or people that give us any emails at thedutchhall@gmail.com. They didn't do nothing.
Wouldn't that make it Emil's new year? Because it'd take a while to get to him.
Yeah. But
If you got like a Dutch Hall thing in the mail.
Yeah, well, he got a T-shirt already. From us.
He did?
Yeah, he got a T-shirt that says Dutch Hall Diamond Club member.
Oh, right on.
And it was like a 4XL shirt I sent him.
Did he comment on it?
Yeah, he said his daughter calls it as the jam shirt, the jam jar shirt.
Jam jar shirt.
Because I had the it's got like the that patio lantern
Yeah.
outline. Instead of having my face on the Dutch Hall, it just says Dutch Hall Diamond Club member or something.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so she calls it the jam jar shirt.
Right on.
Yeah, and he says it fits like a charm. So I hope he's wearing it. I hope it stayed dry when he was all flooded and lifting cows on his shoulders on the top of his house, because that was.
Let's hope that when he was soaked, he was like, could use a T-shirt right now.
Oh, imagine that! This would be a great story, Beeve. This will be a commercial for people who watch the Dutch Hall podcast. Picture this, Johnny. We're like, there's a guy. His dairy farm's flooding, in Australia. Here he is, like moving the cows to higher ground, like watching some of his livelihood is this
floating.
This land that he is he feeds his family with, is just underwater,
and it's full of shit.
And he's like gruelingly trying to like save these animals' lives and his equipment and all these things. It's just like nonstop work. And then he comes in, he's sweaty, he's drenched, he's tired, and he goes into his drawer, there's a nice dry Dutch Hall shirt. Right? And he's like, oh, God damn it, they give me comfort in my times of need, the Dutch Hall.
That's one place, though, I wouldn't want to be in a flood is on a cattle farm.
Because of the poop?
Because of poop floating.
What about a pig farm? That'd be worse because the tanks. Imagine it's all liquid manure and tanks underneath, and then that would flood, and then there'd be liquid poop everywhere.
Any animal scenarioed farm, in a flood would be very uneasing.
I would say I can rank the poops easily. I worked in agriculture for my whole life, but lending to all kinds of people. Farms for 15 years.
Cattle's not that bad.
Cattle's one of the best. Horse is the only one better. And it would go, this is my ranking of poops. I'll go from worst to best or best to worst. What do you want?
Best to worst. You already said the best, so.
Okay, the best to worst. So I'll go, it goes horse, cow, goat, and then it goes poultry, like chickens, turkeys, and then the very worst that I've ever smelled, rabbits.
Really?
Oh, pigs are before poultry. So it goes goats, pigs, then goes poultry, turkeys. I even give a touch over the chickens, and then rabbits. Rabbits, gross.
When have you been to a rabbit farm?
There was one outside of Waterford.
There's such thing?
Oh my God, man. It was just a whole barn just full of rabbits. And it smelled like, it was like that same chicken smell, like ammonia, but like intense, man. Like it was just like, it was like smelling salts when you go in there, like it blow your mind. The smelliest thing I've ever smelled though was a rendering plant. I had to go to a rendering plant where they take like people like send their hides and heads from like cattle and they render it down for fats.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so they have
Scraping them down.
Yeah, they basically take these old carcasses and heads and hides and stuff, and they just put it into this like basket thing, and it's got an auger at the bottom that just grinds it up, right? And then they render the fats out of it, and then they use it make like biodiesel,
Yeah.
and then they send some of the fats to be used to make jelly beans.
Really?
Yeah, just so you know that. No, it's actually a byproduct of making the biodiesel.
Yeah.
Is glycol, and then they make
Glycol.
that glycol, and then they use that to make jelly beans. So the ground up, but it stunk so bad, it was like wasn't even allowed in because they were like, you have too nice of clothes on. If you don't bring clothes you don't want to wear anymore, we're not letting you in.
Oh, okay.
Because it's like it's
It'll
so
stick to
smelly.
you and-
Yeah, so they showed me what they could show me without taking me right into it. Thank God. I don't think I want to see it.
Probably not. You probably were. They were saving you, probably.
But one thing that was cool there, they had this whole greenhouse, and it was like what do you call it? Negative pressure or whatever. So they had this greenhouse, and it was all filled with tree roots, you know?
Oh, really?
And then they made all the air like suck through this greenhouse full of tree roots, and it was supposed to like
Kill the smell.
Yeah, kill the smell so it didn't smell for the people, like the neighbors and stuff. But it wasn't working perfectly.
That's quite the natural way to
Yeah.
de-sterilize it. Yeah, the smell.
Some of these new hog barns, they don't smell at all because their ventilation's so good.
So good, eh?
But when I was my wife was in optometry school, and I was working, lending money in like the hog area against Stratford,
Mm-hmm.
and during the hog crisis, and they go, and she says, "Do you want to go to Montreal with my class? We're going to meet the other optometry school in Montreal or something, and we're going to take a road trip." I said, "Sure." I got to just go on a customer call, and then it was a big hog farmer of mine, and then I'll just meet you and we'll just drive to Montreal, right? I had my bag packed and whatever, she brought it. So I go to do this tour. I'm expecting to shower in and shower out because I think it's a big operation, but the guy's got these old barns, and they have poor ventilation and no shower in,
So
shower
you
out.
fucking stank like
For a 6-hour drive, I stunk like hog shit for
no way.
a bunch of eye doctors, yeah. And then Jane's like putting cologne on me and like
And you had no idea because you were just there.
I knew. And I only brought because of the way I travel light. So the only pants I brought were the pants I was wearing. And then, so I had hog shit pants the whole weekend. I think I had to buy another pair of pants. No, I
that
couldn't
bad,
have.
eh?
I was so broke then. I don't think I would have bought a pair of pants.
That
I think I would have
sucks,
went with
though.
hog shit pants. Yeah. But I was smelly. I remember hanging my clothes out the window of the hotel and stuff, trying to air it out. Cause like it would make your whole hotel room stink, you know?
Yeah.
You'd still smell hog shit. Like
That would ruin a trip, man.
it pretty much
Probably did.
And that was like my first time meeting a lot of Jane's classmates and stuff too. And it's like, hey, have you met my smelly boyfriend or
Oh
husband?
shit!
It's like, oh,
You're trying to put on you're kind of a lose-lose situation to always the first encounter, right?
yeah,
And then you threw that on top of it, made it even harder.
yeah. I'm the only non-optometrist, and very few optometrists smell like hog shit. That's what I've noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and when they're all together, they're probably talking in their, they have their own conversations, and you're just trying to dig in to fit into the conversation, and it's tough because you're the only one not optometrist. What do you got going on there? You got a little edible?
Yeah, but I can't open it.
That sounded like a horrible struggle on.
Yeah.
It is, man. Every single thing. You should have seen the pop cans that they sell you. They don't want any kids to drink them, so they put these like.
I almost couldn't get in the fucking flower jug. I almost couldn't. Like they did a good job of making these so kids. Maybe they had a situation. Maybe they had a fucking scenario where they got a recall because their containers went over.
It's way easier to get into pill bottles than it is to get into weed.
Yeah.
How much are these?
Oh no.
5 to 10. Is there?
How much can you eat, Johnny? That's going to be a normal amount of weed. Like it's not going to bugger you up too bad.
I mean, edibles don't usually bugger me up that bad at all. It's more just like too many joints, then I'll get high, but
Oh yeah.
that's quite a few.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is the trick to open this fucking thing?
I know.
It's
Eh?
fucking tough.
There's two sides you got to push,
Yeah, you like pinch them together or something.
but I cut my hand doing it. I'm pretty sure.
yeah.
It's actually not that bad when you just pay attention to it.
yeah.
Oh, these smell pretty good. We got peach slices here.
Oh yeah, I had one of those ones before we started.
Oh yeah. The peach ones.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, what else? Oh, that's it for. I got to do all my things.
Well, there's one thing you didn't do.
Oh, that segment
That segment.
that we call feedback. We got feedback.
We got feedback. It's feedback. It's motherfucking feedback.
Welcome everybody.
What do we got this week? What do we got?
Well, our queen did send us the message and we didn't read it, but we did already talk about the t-shirt issue. But the other thing she says, she really likes the new format. She likes this sit around and shoot the shit format.
Remember I said it right away. I love it.
Yeah, that's what she says she likes. And you know what? Other people do too. And I tried actually for this show, I was trying to book a bunch of different, I reached out to people.
Yeah.
A bunch of people volunteer. I had a fucking nightmare trying to book anything. And then eventually I was just like, fuck it, man. Why don't I just wait till the very last minute and try to and just go with the people who are always on the show. And it ends up being like way better because it's more natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is good to have someone that's new in once in a while, but I would prefer it if it was someone new, but then there's still us.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, that there's still the regulars, so that there's that there's that. And not just me and somebody else.
Out of all the 420 episodes, I love this setup the best.
The sit around chat. Mike liked it too, I thought.
Yeah.
I like
he told
having the
me.
guitar.
Oh, yeah. He told me, though, he liked the setup.
Yeah. I like having the guitar back for the theme song. That was sweet. Because even just having one guy on a guitar playing
man.
it, it was way better than having it played by a full band. I don't know what it is. It's just like it's more like it was in the beginning.
More raw. Yeah.
And I do like it too. Jen does good feedback, and she sent us also a message when she saw the Patreon video, but it just said, "Oh, poor girl," and then a little bit of a laugh. It's a great video though. You see Paul's face afterwards. Paul's face looking at her like you gotta be kidding me, like he's just in disbelief, like he can't believe it. I love it. I'll show you right after the show.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
The rest of you fuckers got to pay some money, just like Jen. And that's it. I don't know if I got any more that I can remember. It's been a week. A lot of people are on the World Cup.
We're on a World Cup rip right now. Everybody's
World
getting
Cup
real patriotic to their country.
Well, I loved watching Canada, even though they didn't have a good result, but they did play well against like second-ranked Belgium.
Yeah.
And I did love watching Holland.
Did you see, what's his name? Something Henry. He went back to the Canada dressing room and was like consoling all the guys. What's his name? He like a soccer superstar from back in the like maybe 10, 15 years ago.
Oh, like a Canadian guy?
No, he plays for England.
Oh.
Something Henry. He plays on MLS now.
Don't ask me too many soccer questions.
Yeah, where's
without
Bozy?
Michael.
Where's Bozy when you need him?
Yeah, I don't know much. I can't remember names either. I'm always like that guy, like
me too.
braided guy, like
Yeah.
guy with the earring. That's what I like to do. Caitlin, my daughter, I'm trying to watch the World Cup with her to get her into it, and she wanted to play the game. Let's like pick the hottest guy when they go through the lineup, pick the hottest guy. So I've been playing it with her. Like I try to pick my guy.
Yeah.
You're
And-
supporting your daughter, yeah.
And I'm telling you, Costa Rica was a tough one, man. Those guys are ugly. Like a whole team of uggos. I'm like, I started at the beginning. I'm like, I can't find a guy. I'd fuck in this.
Yeah.
They're like, what the hell am I doing?
Yeah.
But no, it was. But Spain was easy.
Spain was easy.
There's lots of good looking Spanish. That's what I was saying. Like, holy crap. Like the difference when Spain was playing Costa Rica, I'm like, one team is like, just like they all got hit in the face. The other ones, like they all came out of a J. Crew catalog or something. Anyway, Spain. The Brazil scored a fucking sweet goal today. The one
That
guy.
bicycle kick?
Yeah, that bicycle kick. What a
That's nice.
fucking sweet goal. But it's been awesome, man. The upsets have been awesome. Like just the crowds have been awesome.
I think there's gonna be another controversial scenario. Not another. There will be a controversial scenario, big time.
All the time. I mean, we haven't even got into the nitty gritty yet because like that group. I said Japan, Germany, Spain, Costa Rica. I said that would be the group of death. I don't think Costa Rica's that good, but those other three teams, like Japan beat Germany, they might move on and Germany doesn't.
Right.
You know.
I really liked our episode last week.
And then Saudi Arabia is at the top of the pool in Group C.
Right.
And then who expected that? Not me.
Nobody.
I think I didn't expect any of the teams that I didn't ever hear of, going deep in the past. If I don't know anybody from fucking Senegal, I don't think Senegal's any good.
No.
But then they're really good.
Yeah.
And then
Those guys got legs on them, man. They were giving the Dutch a run.
Oh man, they were relentless, man. They were
But
controlling
the Dutch
time.
didn't want to shoot the ball. It's like,
Yeah.
you can't get a fucking tap in on your first goal of the World Cup. It's going to be something ugly. For them, it wasn't. It was a nice header.
Yeah,
But
usually Holland sits back and waits for the other team to make a mistake.
But they were playing offense. Like, it was a good game, I thought.
I liked it. I had a good time, but I had a better time watching Canada play. Like that was a more fun game to watch. I thought.
Oh, okay. I didn't see the Canada game.
Oh, you didn't? Oh,
No.
Canada played awesome, man. Like they're really fun to watch.
Me and Kev watched the Dutch game, and the wife thought like there was a bunch of people coming, so she made like a whole shitload.
Oh, no.
A whole shitload of appetizers. It was awesome.
It was just you and Kev.
Yeah, we had a whole
We should have told.
table full of.
If
You
you
guys
told-
both should have came.
Then I could have convinced Caitlin maybe
Yeah.
to go. She was thinking it was like half of the the whole Dutch crew.
No, it was kind of a last second thing.
Oh well, I would have. I could. That was the thing. I couldn't convince her to go.
Like tomorrow, you should come on out.
I'm definitely coming tomorrow.
Yeah.
She said that too. She said, "Well, next time, make sure you go to Beavers, because she knows how much I like it. I love getting together for it. It's better." And then everyone's just jacked about it. It's just fun.
We've been doing it since I was a kid. Everybody, the whole neighborhood gets together, eh?
Yeah, and I get to go to old Dutch houses, for people I don't even know that well. Like I went to to John's house that one
Yeah,
time.
John Tunis. Remember in his basement we were eating pizza?
Yeah, and it's always like an old Dutch guy's house, and you go down there, and it's got like the ham buns and the raisin bread.
It was traditional. let
It's
me
like
tell you.
so Dutch. It's like going to my grandparents' house. It's like so familiar. And then everyone's like it's all like, even if you don't know everybody, everyone's dressed in orange, and they're all like there for the same reason. They're all they're on the same team, so it's pretty fun. It is fun.
But yeah, the whole experience usually brings us all together.
Yeah. And, the Italians are out. Like they never made it this time.
Right.
And there's a piece of me that kind of misses them.
Did you see, this isn't Italian, but the scenario, but did you see the guy when Saudi Arabia beat
Argentina?
Argentina when they scored that second goal? Did you see they showed video from back home kind of thing?
Oh, yeah.
The guy rips the fucking door off the wall. Like,
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I want to find that now on the internet.
like all these guys running around in drapes, and like white long.
You ripped the door right off?
And it wasn't a wooden door. It was a fucking wrought iron on the front, and on the back solid steel
Oh, I got
door. Because those countries obviously safety precautions need to be made when they build their houses. But anyways,
they're super rich.
Not this house they were in.
Oh yeah.
But they ripped Buddy ripped the door off the hinges. Like it looked like one of those just lift off and go, but still. And then he throws the door outside.
Hey man, no wonder they beat the Argentina.
Just a little guy.
That's a powerful nation.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to see that video. I'm hoping that by the time I edit this, that I can find that online and just splice it in.
Splice it in.
Show
Yeah,
that
you got it.
some angry Saudi Arabian ripping a door. Oh no, he's happy.
And they do, and like when they score, they do full hugs.
Yeah. The one guy did a backflip.
Yeah. But like I'm saying in the back home scenario, like, you know, high five, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
What we do, like, they're like full hugs.
Yeah.
Well, man, they
bro out hard and
hard.
Arab countries bro out hard. Hey, have you heard that?
I think that's a new one to me, but
Well, sorry, this day and age bros out hard because we're not sure if it's bro or not.
yeah.
No, because they usually don't hang out with the ladies. The ladies got to be in a separate area,
Right.
and then so there's just them and their bros, right?
Very religious.
And then so if it's just them and their bros, hey, we're wearing these robes. No one can see our boners. Why don't we have nice long hugs till we rub candlesticks?
Because all it is a bed sheet separating the two.
Yeah, but no one can really see it. If I can just say that's a fold or something, you know, you're never gonna know. So I have a feeling. I don't know if it's fact, but I have a feeling they don't mind a little dick rubbing. That's just my opinion. I'm not sure if it's true.
Tip to tip.
If it's just the boys, they just like, I'm not a type of guy that goes on like that. I like a guy's outing. Like I've been on stag weekends and stuff like that, and hockey tournaments, and that's all guys. And I don't think of it that way. It's like if a girl came, I wouldn't be like, oh, what's she doing here? I'm with the guy. You know, it's all guys here. You know, I'd be like happy to see a woman. You know, like I mean, like I'm not big on. There's a time, like, you know, when we were talking about if you go back into the kitchen, when the guys are still in the garage and you go back in the kitchen to get yourself something to eat again, and then it's just you and the ladies talking, it's fun.
Oh yeah,
yeah, because they're talking about
it's always a long
the girl stuff, but you get to be in on it.
Yeah, you dig into it. It's like an endeavor. Like it's not a 2-second in and out.
No, yeah, and you're in there. Yeah, they are like talking in depth about everything.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the thing. They know more details than we do, eh?
Yeah.
You want to know why? Because this is nature, right? We were the hunters and they were the gatherers, right? So we were big and fast and strong, and we could hide and then jump on an animal and wring its neck and then eat it, right?
Yeah.
Not all the time, but like maybe once a week.
Yeah.
Right?
I love how you said we were, because we're not anymore.
Yeah. But the way we could accomplish this is by shutting our fucking mouth, right? By staying super quiet, right? So when we did talk, it would have to be to the fucking point. You know, I don't know, I'm swearing, but I'm a little upset about it. But like, no, it's got to be to the point, you know? It's like, deer there, right? Right? Women, they're out gathering. They need to make a lot of noise to scare off predators because they need to seem like a big, scary animal because they can't wring their necks because they're smaller and weaker. And the lion will just like, or whatever. What's an animal to kill you here? Wolf. Say a wolf will come in, or cougar. Cougar will come in but it won't come in because the women are yapping all the time.
Yeah.
And it sounds like some sort of like gaggle of rabid geese or something, you know, and everyone's like, I don't want to fuck with whatever that's making that noise.
Yeah.
You know? So they stay away. It's a survival mechanism both ways. And that's why they would be like, if there was a cougar over there, they would be like, look, there's a cougar over there and he's got green eyes. And then they would ask more questions, you know?
Yeah.
What should we do? Should we all agree on what we should do? You know, like, what if this person doesn't like to run from the cougar? Right? It's like, fuck. But that's how that keeps them alive, you know?
Right.
All that chit chat. So, anyways, they were different. What time is it?
It is 9:35.
Oh, we did it.
Yeah.
How baked are we at? What do I still got to kick in? These pops?
I got the gummies are slowly working their way in.
There's a certain haze coming upon me.
Yeah, yeah, there is.
Seems everything's kind of slowing down a little itsy bitsy. Well, I had all the best bands in the weed bands in the world, or the best weed movies in the world. We can end on
Either
one of
or.
those.
Either or.
Which one we want to do? Weed. It has to be movies or bands. Movies or bands.
I'll leave it to Beaver.
Flip a coin.
Yeah, flip a coin.
Okay, we'll flip
Flip a beer cap.
Flip a beer cap. So, if it's heads,
If it's a label, it's movies.
okay.
Okay.
And if it's the other one, it's bands.
Oh, that floated.
Oh, it's the other one. It's bands.
Bands.
Okay, so you guys name the best bands to listen to when you're smoking weed.
When you're smoking weed, or I thought it was that are like notorious,
Oh,
like
weed
or it could be
bands,
notorious
Way.
weed bands.
because I to my head right away is Cottonmouth Kings.
That's exactly what I was thinking too.
Yeah,
What'd you say?
Cottonmouth Kings.
Okay, Cottonmouth Kings.
You probably don't even have that on your phone.
Yeah.
He's like, oh fuck. I didn't
Well,
know
this
that
is
one.
a good
I still listen to Cottonmouth Kings today.
Yeah.
Cottonmouth Kings. I don't even know them.
Oh, it's
No.
it's like a
Like
real,
Cottonmouth with a K too. Or
yeah,
something, yeah.
it's like a rap / rock band.
Mhm.
Let me see if they're on this list. Cypress Hill,
Cypress Hill's another easy one.
Yep.
Cottonmouth King. Nope. There is some that are like some of these.
They're heavy in like 2000 era.
Afro Man's even on this.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Chili Peppers are.
this is
another-
voted on. This was voted on by.
The first one we said is not even on the list.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I think there's like.
But
I got the top 50 on here.
I thought they were a good band.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I don't see them on here, man. Cottonmouth Gang. I would say
Cottonmouth Kings.
Cottonmouth Kings. Yeah. I don't know. I always like Sublime.
I was gonna say Sublime's a good one.
Yeah.
Chili Peppers.
Yeah. They're on there too. I think number one they have Bob Marley. Which is a point. You know, I like Bob Marley.
Yeah.
But you don't need to be big to listen to Bob Marley. Pink Floyd. Yeah.
Mm.
Jimi Hendrix number 3. I think that's way too high for
I
me.
think that is. Yeah.
Led Zeppelin as well. I don't consider them a weed band.
No.
The Doors, maybe. Trippy,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes with his. And then Snoop Dogg. Well, that
Dog
makes
I
more
can
sense.
see. Yeah.
Grateful Dead, I would put more as nitrous
Yeah.
or LSD.
Yeah.
Nitrous.
Yeah. And Sublime,
Never had nitrous.
never had nitrous.
Never had nitrous.
I've never had it work. I've sucked on balloons and just been like, what's supposed to happen? And they're like, you're supposed to be on the ground now. I'm like, it didn't work. So Sublime was number 8, the Beatles number 9. And the Beatles, I get it from I do like listening to some of the Beatles albums, like are kind of trippy.
Yeah.
Like if you listen to the White album, it's got a lot of really trippy songs on it.
Mhm.
Like I like Bungalow Bill.
No.
Hey, no, I'm not gonna sing it. Anyways, they did a lot of drugs too, but again, I would say LSD.
There's not too many bands that didn't do drugs.
Yeah.
10th on the list, Black Sabbath, which again,
I would say that's more of like a.
cocaine.
Yeah.
Just strictly.
Yeah.
If I had to pick a drug for them, Cypress Hill though, weed,
hmm
heavy weed. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers coming in at number 12, which is also not a weed band.
No, they've got like one weed song.
Which one? Just
Last
let's
Dance with
smoke
Mary
another
Jane.
joint because it says that line in it
Yeah.
or whatever.
Well, it's The Last Dance with Mary Jane. Was what I was thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same song.
Is it?
Yeah, it goes, so let's get to the point. Let's smoke another joint.
No, it's a different
Just
one.
head
That's
down
rolling.
the road.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You don't know. That's what it is. You don't know how it feels.
Yeah, you don't know. Yeah.
Oh, Last Dance with Mary Jane's the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry.
Mhm.
My mistake.
You know who else was?
Chili Peppers 13.
You know what else would have been that I personally enjoyed to listening to while I was high is is Stalefish.
Also not on the list. I don't.
Yeah, you
think.
won't get that on the list, but,
But yes, you're right. I would say I actually know who that band is. Actually,
yeah,
but yeah, that'd
like
be
the
cool.
like the riff that he's always playing.
Yeah.
It's perfect for
Willie Nelson is a great baked kind of like on a afternoon baked.
Yeah.
You know, like a sunny day afternoon baked. Willie Nelson is a nice day.
Yeah.
Soothing. You know, calm your nerves. Willie Nelson. 15 Wiz Khalifa.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything he does is pretty much about weed.
Oh yeah. Talking Heads at 16, probably just because it's weird.
Yeah.
Which it is fun to watch the Talking Heads video for once. I think it's once in a lifetime. When you're baked, it's funny.
Oh, okay.
You ever seen that video?
No, I don't.
I'll show it to you after the show too.
Yeah.
He does these weird hand movements and then hits himself in the head, and then he does this kind of this weird dance and he's sweating and shaking. It's just odd. I remember my uncle showed it to me when I was a kid. He's like, "Yeah, see this."
Yeah.
I was out of his mind, and I was like, "That is pretty awesome." Here it gets. Now, Allman Brothers at 17. They're kind of a jam band.
Yeah.
So I can see that because of the jam bandy thing, you know, weed.
Mm-hmm.
Queen, no.
No, not at all.
Rush, no.
Rush makes more sense than Queen, but
Why? Because people really get into the musicality of it kind of thing?
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because like you can go deep into Rush.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Tame Impala, I get that. Radiohead, same thing as Rush.
Yeah.
Fish, also LSD more, but
Mm-hmm.
I get it. Steely Dan. Steely Dan. I honestly thought Steely Dan was horseshit my entire life, and now I kind of get it. Hey? Steely Dan.
Need some time to marinate on that one, eh?
Yeah, I didn't like it when I was young. But now I'm like, fucking Steely Dan. Then it says Cream. Then the Wu-Tang Clan. CSNY, The Who. I mean, some of these are just shit. Peter Tosh, just because he's Jamaican. Clapton, fuck off. Afro Man. Van Halen, no. 311. Ugh. Metallica, no. Who else is on here? Slightly Stupid. Sleep. You ever heard of these guys?
No, never heard of
The
them.
Smiths are for sad people. When you drink the weed that makes you sad, then you listen to the Smiths. Jethro Tull. If you love rock flute. The rock fluting of Ian Anderson.
Yeah.
The rock flautist.
Eminem.
Yes, Eminem. I like Eminem even when I'm not baked. I like only his funny songs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. His funny songs are great, and then there's some of them I'm like, where's all the fucking jokes, man?
Yeah.
I like the jokes. Joni Mitchell, no. Genesis would be the same thing.
Mhm.
Anyways, this is shit. Too bad I didn't land on the other thing. Melvins. It's fucking hipsters. The movies are stupid too. That's why I do those things in case we have nothing to talk about. That's the stupidest thing to talk about.
Yeah.
Is the stuff that you try to talk about.
Make an opinion on.
Yeah, fucking dumb. Especially when you're baked, right?
Yep.
All right, for you people who are dumb enough to listen to the end of this show of us being baked, and for anyone who's really helped us out over the last 420 episodes, we want to give you a big thank you. We want to remind you that you can give us a piece of feedback. I think that's nailing it like terrifically. At thedutchhall@gmail.com, and you can support us and see the new videos, the new content that we put up for you on Patreon at patreon.com/DutchHall. And go check out Johnny's new show at the Lazy Flamingo on Monday nights in Hess Village. And if you want to check out where Pete Van Dyke's performing, you can go to my website, PeteVanDykeComedian.com. And until next week, we will see you See you next Thursday. Bye. Now I got a graphic where I put C-U-N-T,
Oh,
so it
really?
says cunt on the screen. If it wasn't hitting it like on the head enough, you know,
Yeah.
you're like,
I almost wiped out the whole table. Hey. I got. Speaking of songs while high, one song I listened to. I don't know any other song by this guy. Daniel Wesley sings this one song. I swear he says like 8 words in the whole song.